I'm Erin Brinker.
And I'm Todd Brinker.
And we are on The Brink, the morning show on KCAA, AM 1050, FM 106.5, and FM 102.3. And we have a guest I'm super excited to tell you about. Marcel Saucet, and he's probably going to correct me on the pronunciation of his name, is calling us all the way from Paris, France. He is a professor and a research associate at the University of San Diego in California. He holds a PhD in management with honors from the University of Nice, and of course, that's in France. As a disruptive speaker, he gave many conferences in the most prestigious places in the world: United Nations, Harvard, the University of Southern California, etc. His research, as a researcher, he wrote in 2015 the book Street Marketing: The Future of Guerrilla Marketing and Buzz, which received the prize of the best United States book in business, the best United States book in business and advertising. Marcel Saucet, welcome to the show.
Hey, good to hear you guys. It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, so did I pronounce your last name correctly?
To tell you the truth, no.
I figured. How do you pronounce it?
Frankly, it doesn't matter.
So you have written a new book.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be released in a couple of weeks, so that will be my fifth book, and it's about a new topic, new research topic with my research team at the University of San Diego School of Law, and we are working on the artificial intelligence and the manipulation of consumers.
So artificial intelligence means different things to different people. Some people
Exactly.
envision the Terminator, and other people envision, a computer that learns that learns your preferences and learns how to do a job. What specifically are you talking about?
So I'm talking about both, because you heard maybe that we have two kinds of AI, the weak AI and the strong AI. The strong AI is the Terminator. So it does not exist. Nobody in the world has created a strong AI, something which has a known consciousness. What we are talking about now all around the world, and until around 2030, we are talking about a weak AI, something which is an algorithm extremely efficient, but stupid. So, for example, it can beat you at a play of chess, but it's not possible for this AI to recognize the difference between this color or this dog or this car. Of course, you can teach to this AI a lot of things. To give you an example right now, Google can scan all your pictures in your cell phone and understand if you are smiling or if you are wearing a tie or a suit or something like this. And when Google sees that in your cell phone there is a lot of ties and suits, etc., they understand, the weak AI understands after all these pictures that you love suits and ties. So Google is going to send you an advertisement which is connected to ties and suits. So, hey, come to Macy's and you will have a special discount on ties if you come tomorrow.
That's true. As a matter of fact, the one thing it can't figure out, it doesn't know that you've already bought that particular suit and tie. And so you go to REI and you buy the hiking boots, and the next thing you know, you're bombarded with ads for the hiking boots you just bought.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Well, they get it. What happens is they know you like suits and ties, so they sell you the most popular suits and ties, the things that they have on sale, the things they're trying to move. They don't know whether you have it or not.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So where is this going to take us? This is a brave new marketing world, and people, I'm sure, are still just getting their brains around, the possibilities. So what is the next step?
The next step is that right now we're working a lot in fields like business, of course, like Google Pictures, but also in education. The thing is that the manipulation can be really strong. To give you an example, we can help the world with artificial intelligence and machine learning. I have worked on a new software named Nestor. What is Nestor? Nestor is a weak AI, which is going to be on your laptop when you are watching, for example, an e-learning class. I don't know if you watched e-learning classes before. It's
yes.
not really interesting. It's a little bit boring because you have a professor who's speaking on YouTube, but it's not really fun. And Nestor is a software which can understand if your eyes are going to the right, are going to the left, or if you are texting somebody, it's linked with the webcam of your laptop. And every time you are not focused, the quiz at the end of the lecture, is going to change. All the questions are going to be automatically changed, and you are going to be interviewed. You are going to answer questions about the moment where you did not listen anything.
Oh.
So it's not possible to pass the exam if you are not 100% focused. It's a good thing because it's helping a lot of students all around the world to be attentive. It's also a good thing because we are going to help poor people to enter in the world of education, because when you think about it, an AI is really cheap. But in another hand, this artificial intelligence is going to collect a giant quantity of data. So they are going to analyze your face, they are going to analyze your behavior, and after only 4 or 5 classes, machine learning has enough data to predict your future moments of inattention. So you're watching 4 or 5 classes, and suddenly you hear a voice which is telling you, be careful, in 2 minutes, 27 seconds, following everything that I learned from you, you are going to take your cell phone and send a text. And it's not science fiction. This is what it is happening right now.
Wow.
I can imagine some really good applications for kids that have attention deficit and some learning disabilities, where this keeps them focused in on, and perhaps even when you recognize that they're drifting, you can then maybe do real-time adjustment of the video, like replay parts of it. You just say, you stop it, back it up, and play it over again because, hey, you weren't paying attention.
Exactly.
So you can't actually
and
even get done with the class.
You can also fire a bad professor.
You'll never finish this class. You'll never finish it because you're not paying
attention. But excuse me, I'm going to go further your question. I was in China last week. I gave 5 conferences about artificial intelligence in Hangzhou, in Shenzhen, in Shanghai, etc. There, the number of cameras is incredible. You are scanned all the time. In a city like Hangzhou in China, you know how many times you are recorded by a camera per day?
I have no idea.
It's on average 300 times.
Oh, my goodness.
And you cannot imagine how many data collect we can have with only a couple of seconds of you recorded.
Okay. So
that's why China's got that social score thing, right? So if you cross the street illegally, you lose social points. They've got to be able to track that. So they've got to have cameras everywhere. Exactly. Big Brother is watching.
And I can't help but wonder, where does all this data go? It seems, I'm sorry, but it seems creepy to me. It seems, I understand this is the way the world's going. The UK itself is covered with cameras, the United States to a lesser extent. But if you think about, people knowing what you're doing, even when you're not really aware of what you're doing, kind of creeps me out. It's kind of unnerving.
Mm-hmm. You're totally right. But the problem is that everybody in the world agrees to do this. There would be something which would be really simple. We have the GAFA, Google, Apple, Facebook, Amazon. If you're talking about GAFA, Microsoft, and also IBM in the United States. You have the DATX with Baidu, Alibaba in China. Something which can be really, really easy is, just stop using Google, just stop using Facebook, just stop ordering things on Amazon, and the system will collapse. But nobody wants to do it. So first of all, the problem is that people agree to do that. That's why I'm writing books, actually, to tell people, be careful, because this is where you are going. And 2 big things will happen normally, so this is one of the theories of my book. The first is that companies have no legitimacies, so they are not elected, and GAFA, they are not gods, but they are selling a lot of stuff, and they are considered by consumers as gods. So the thing is that the first option is that they are going to manipulate people and let them believe that they are free. So they are going to continue to sell stuff, and without saying that they are using data, manipulating data, etc., etc. So that can be the first option. The second option is that they are going to tell us, okay, listen, it's much better for you to listen to us because we know everything about you. We know everything. We have all your data collection. We know how you think, how you react, how you did react the 18th of November 2016. So we know everything about you. So just listen to us and buy the products that we are going to tell you to buy.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that first one is Amazon, and the second one seems to be sort of Facebook, Google, taking different tacks there.
That's possible.
Wow.
That's possible. Excuse me, if I can say something, an example with, Tinder, the application.
Yes.
Okay, so right now, Tinder, for example, collects so many informations about you. I'm talking about non-conscious information, not data that you are living consciously. For example, okay, I'm a man here. Marcel is a man. He likes women. I'm going to tell that to Tinder, okay? But Tinder can analyze all my paths, all the different people that I swipe, I do not swipe, etc., etc. And after a couple of weeks, knows me. Tinder can know me so well that he can tell me, okay, you should date a boy because apparently you are gay with all the data that I have.
Oh.
Yes, and it's not science fiction. Tinder can do that right now.
Now,
Wow.
Target's already identifying people who, based on purchases, what they want, and then the little flyer you get in your mailbox is customized to you.
Yes.
They have
super
been, in fact,
customized.
caught sending baby things to people because they recognize that somebody is probably pregnant and expecting before that person has announced it to anybody.
So we are completely out of time. This has been incredible. Marcel, first of all, tell me how to pronounce your last name correctly.
No, Marcel.
Marcel.
Something like that.
As I butcher it, please forgive me. Please forgive me. And
You know, part of my family is from LA, but I would like to tell my parents right now, why did you not call me Bill or John or something like this?
oh, because everything sounds better in
How
French.
does your family in LA say your name?
So really quickly, we're out of time. Let people know how they can find you or follow you, buy your book.
Okay,
etc.
so as everybody, I'm going to collect a lot of data about you guys, so follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and we could chat. I have a team, and I have a research team, so I will be happy to answer your questions.
So, and it's MARCEL dash SAUCET, Marcel.
CET, yes.
Yes,
Dr. Marcel Saucet, and I'm professor at the University of San Diego School of Law.
Well, Marcel, thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure.
It's been
and
a treat.
I send you a lot of good vibes from Paris. You know that I'm following you guys, huh?
Oh, good. That's wonderful. And I wish I were in Paris right now seeing the Eiffel Tower.
That's a good thing.
So-
See you soon, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So now it's time for a break. I'm Erin Brinker,
I'm Todd Brinker.
and we are on The Brink, the morning show on KCAA. We'll be right back.
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, K292FQ Riverside, and K293CF Moreno Valley.